Good afternoon, and welcome to Start Being Visible with me, Mildred Talabi. This is our, and I say our because it's mine and it's yours. This is our weekly afternoon show where we talk about everything to do with LinkedIn and being visible on this platform that is LinkedIn. Now, if you are joining me, I'm streaming live on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So, wherever you're watching from, I want you to say hello. I want you to drop a hello in the comments. Let me know where you are. What part of the world are you watching from? What time is it where you are? Because it's afternoon right here in the UK where I am in at the moment. So today's Start Being Visible show is quite a specific one, and it's a special one. It's a specific one, and I am speaking today. I am going to be speaking to you if you have a business. That's right. I'm talking to you. If you have a business and you want to use LinkedIn to generate clients, to generate income, to attract your ideal clients, especially if you're in a coaching business or a service-based business, you're gonna want to listen to this episode. In fact, you're gonna want to listen to every episode. I mean, come on, it's great, right? But seriously, you want to sit up and listen to this episode because I'm going to talk about today. I am talking about why you are struggling to generate business on LinkedIn. Now, if you are watching and you're saying, "Oh my God, Mildred, this is me. That's so me." I've been on LinkedIn for a number of weeks, months, years, whatever it is, but I haven't generated a single income from LinkedIn. I haven't got a single client from LinkedIn. In fact, nobody has even talked to me about my services on LinkedIn. And I am crazy confused about why this is happening. And it's really getting to me because I am doing everything that I think is the right thing to do. Or you're thinking, right, okay, I'm doing all the right things, I'm showing up in the right places, but I'm just not getting any results. If that is you, then this is the show for you. I want you to sit down. I want you to get rid of any and every distraction. And I want you to even grab a pen and paper and take some notes, because today is going to help you. And it's helping you. And the reason I want to do this show today and I want to talk about this is that in my work as a LinkedIn visibility coach, I specialize in working with female leaders and established coaches to really help them build a presence on LinkedIn, establish their thought leadership, a personal brand, but also on the business side to actually build a business on LinkedIn using the principles of being visible. So before I get into the topic, I want to let you know that what I'm sharing today is only going to be I'm going to share as much as I can in the half an hour that we got, but don't worry because I have got something for you, which is really great. You're going to want to be part of because on Wednesday, the 10th of November, write it down, Wednesday, 10th of November, I am doing a free LinkedIn masterclass. Free masterclass, absolutely free. Did you hear me? I said free. I said you don't gotta pay for it. You just gotta turn up. It's a 4-hour masterclass, so I'm serious. So we're gonna go in, and it's called Visible and Profitable, and it's really about helping you. If you're a coach, if you have a service-based business, it's really about helping you learn everything you need to know, the complete system that I used to build my own coaching business on LinkedIn and that I work with my clients to do, how you can replicate that for yourself on LinkedIn. I'm going to share everything with you in this 4-hour session. So go and grab a free place. It is available. You can see the link here. I'll make it close up. Startbeinvisible.com/masterclass. That's what you need. Startbeinvisible.com/masterclass. It's free 4-hour masterclass that's really going to help you to learn everything you need to know to build your coaching business, a visible and profitable coaching business. That's why I've called it visible and profitable. It does what it says on the tin. So I want you to go bookmark that, go do that while you're listening. But then I want you to really focus because I'm going to be sharing with you today why you're struggling to generate business on LinkedIn, and we're going to deal with some solutions around that. Sandy, good morning from New Jersey, 8 a.m. Woo woo. I'm so glad it's not 8 a.m. I'm not this lively at 8 a.m. Actually, I am. I kind of wake up at 6. I've been trying to wake up at 5 for the longest of time, and it's just not working out. It's not working out. I'll blame it on the kids, but it's not their fault. It's just my body's so programmed to 6, But I will make it one day, right? I will join the 5 a.m. club because I love that time of morning. And I have a LinkedIn user who's telling me at 6 a.m., hey, good morning to you. I don't know your name because it's not showing up at my end. So please forgive me if I'm not saying your name, but let me know in the comments who you are. Okay. So listen, we're talking today about why you're struggling to generate business on LinkedIn. And there's no shame in it at all. There's not anything, there's no judgment, anything like that. I want to help you because, as I said, in the line of work that I do, I talk to my clients, come to me for this very reason. You know, I have coaching clients who come to me because they're like, I'm just not getting it. I know LinkedIn is the place I'm supposed to be at. I know that my audience is here on LinkedIn. You know, they're not on Facebook because Facebook is full of people who just well, it depends. It depends. I'm not gonna write it up. Facebook works for some people. It works for some people. But for the most part, if you have a professional coaching business, you have got all the clients you need right here in front of you on LinkedIn, absolutely right here in front of you. So that's why I'm so passionate about LinkedIn. I'm slightly biased, slightly biased against these other platforms, but seriously. So I am doing a session because I don't want to see you struggle anymore to generate business on LinkedIn. I want to teach you. I want to, no, not even teach you. I want to share with you. And I want you to pick up whatever you can pick up from this, but just to help you stop the struggle, because I know there's a catchphrase that says the struggle is real, but the struggle is real, but it doesn't have to be that real. It doesn't have to be that real. I mean, come on, you deserve to have a business that generates income that helps you lead the kind of life that you want. You know, so what is that life? I want you to let me know. Drop me a few things in the comments that really makes you, why are you working for yourself? Because it's a lot easier to do a 9 to 5, right? You know, it's a lot easier because then it's, in some ways, it's a lot more predictable. You have the steady stream, you know, you go to work at 9 o'clock, you know, you do the same stuff, have your coffee at whatever time you do it, and you know, you go home at 5 and it's kind of steady ticking on. But you did not choose that path. You chose to become self employed. You chose to run your own business. You chose to become a coach. So, I don't want you struggling. I want you to have the kind of life that you created, that you decided to create for yourself by going into business for yourself. So let me know what that life is like. Kerry from Canada. Hey, it's you. You're the LinkedIn user. Good to see you, Kerry. Good afternoon, Ivy. Good to see you. Franzi is in France. Woo, awesome, Franzi. Nikki is here. Mohammed is here. Good. Nikki says, aren't we also all kind of tired of the struggle? Nikki, I am a high fiving you right here, right? Let's a high five. We are tired of the struggle. The struggle is not, we don't want it to be real. We are tired of the struggle. So I'm gonna help you with that today. So I've kind of got like about Francis says that 9 to 5 description makes me weep. Oh my god, it also did, it made me weep. Do you know what? I spent most of my career avoiding the standard 9 to 5. You know, I was kind of rebellious against the traditional form of work. So even when I was full-time employed, I always made sure I had at least one day to myself, or at least I start late or something so I can have some time to do my side hustle, you know. And that's how I ended up transitioning from my business being a side hustle for about 12 years to it becoming my full-time thing that gives me good income, that feeds my family, that allows me to see my kids, go to their sports day events and whatever else. And I work much less than I ever did working for somebody else. So I'm not saying that to say that you shouldn't have a job. That's entirely up to you, but I'm saying that it can work and I want it to work for you. I want it to work for you. I want you to stop struggling to generate business on LinkedIn. Agneta, hey, good to see you. Agneta, the struggle might be real right now, but soon it won't be. Okay. So, okay, let's get into it. Why are you struggling to generate business on LinkedIn? Now, in my experience and from talking to my ladies and working with my clients on this, there are many reasons behind this. And I want to go through as many of them as I can with you in this session. But if I don't get to all of it, don't worry, because I want you to know, for those who may have joined in late, I am running a free LinkedIn masterclass called Visible and Profitable on Wednesday, the 10th of November. So it's 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's 4 hours. Listen, I am not playing. It's 4 hours, 4 hours. I'm going to be going through all of this stuff in detail to really help you create a business that is both visible, you're building your brand, and it's profitable. You're filling your income, you're generating income, because that's what we want to do. Go to startbeinvisible.com/masterclass and register for that if you want to attend. Now, okay, so I'm gonna have this ticking at the bottom actually, just so that it is there. If you give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna have it ticking at the bottom. So there you go. Startbeinvisible.com /masterclass. That's where you can go to register. So why are we struggling to generate business on LinkedIn? Why are you struggling? Why are you struggling to generate business on LinkedIn? And what can let's identify some of those struggles. Number one, and this is not in any particular order at all. So this is not in order of priority. This is just in the order that it came to me. So the first reason that you're potentially struggling to generate business on LinkedIn, and if it resonates, I want you to tell me. I want you to say, Mildred, stop talking about me. Who told you? Type it in a comment. I want you to let me know if it resonates. But reason number one is this. Reason number one is that you think that it is supposed to be easy. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna say that one again. The reason number one that you're struggling to generate business on LinkedIn is that you think it's supposed to be easy. Now, do you know how I know that you think it's supposed to be easy? Because I thought it was supposed to be easy, right? I thought business was supposed to be easy. Listen, if you hang around on the internet enough, yeah, if you read enough of these motivational books and bios and of all these celebrities who just have this great idea, and next thing they're doing, they built this multi-billion companies. In your mind, or at least in my mind, I'm gonna talk about myself here. I'm gonna talk about myself, and if it resonates, you let me know if I'm talking about you too. But in my mind, I was like, yeah, I can do this business stuff. Yeah. I used to think of myself, I was like, I can be the next Mark Zuckerberg. I can be the founder of the next Facebook. I can do that stuff. So in my head, I thought this was going to be easy. I thought business was going to be easy. I thought, yes, you go along and yes, there might be highs and lows, but I thought this is going to be easy. Like I got this in my head because I've read the books. I've seen the stories. I've seen the internet success stories, 6 figures overnight. I've read all that stuff. I'm like, yes, this is going to be easy. I'm going to be able to do this. And the problem with that is that when you go in with that mindset and you think this is going to be easy, the first bit of obstacle you hit, you think, oh my God, what is going on? I want to quit this business. This is not how it's meant to be. This is not how I thought this was going to be. And that's where I was for a long time. I thought I would just do my business. I would just get onto LinkedIn and I would just put out a few posts and I would just, start doing and put out some offers, promote my stuff on LinkedIn and, sign up to my coaching. You know those ones. You put out a post and you're like, join my coaching program or come to my event or do this. And in my head, I thought people would just be flocking. I mean, why not, right? That's how it happened for Richard Branson and Mark Zuckerberg. And in fact, why are they all men? That's another question. Why are all the main people that we lift up men? Anyway, that's another discussion for another day. But seriously though, that's what I was kind of like in my mind. So the first, second, third sign of struggle, I'm like, this is not how it's meant to be. I must not be doing something right. I must be a rubbish entrepreneur because if everybody else is making 6 figures in 6 minutes and I'm not even close to one figure in however many months I've been at this, something must be wrong. If that's what you're thinking, I want to let you know. I want to take that pressure off you. I want to let you know, and this is a lesson that I learned much later on in my business. Truth be told, is because I'm a big dreamer, I'm a big vision person. So I'm like, everything's possible. Bang, bang, bang. So it took me a long time to learn this stuff. But listen, business isn't easy. Business is not easy. Business isn't supposed to be easy. If it was the easy option, there would be far more people running their own business than there are people in employment. But the truth of the matter is, There isn't. It's not. It's way the other way around. There's loads of people who are employed in other people's business than there are people who have their own business. Do you know that only about 3% of the world create all the wealth and all the income and everything that the rest of us enjoy? I don't know about you, but I want to be in the 3%. I don't want to be in the 97%, you know? But it is not easy, and it's not supposed to be easy. Now, when I started understanding this, when I started realizing this, oh my God, this set me free, because it really meant that now when I have failure in my business, I can reframe it. And it's like, okay, this is not a failure. In fact, let me tell you one thing. I'm currently like binging on Undercover Billionaire. If you don't know Undercover Billionaire, go check it out. I'm watching it on Discovery Plus. Season one was amazing. Glenn, I forgot his name. Glenn, some billionaire guy, right? He goes undercover for 90 days. He with only $100, and the idea is to create $1 million business in that 90-day period. So I binge watched that one earlier this year. Season two, I've just got Discovery Plus. I'm like, season two is on there, so I'm like learning all sorts. I'm sitting glued to my TV watching Undercover Billionaire. And from reading all the books and all the stuff, is that the mindset of millionaires and billionaires and the people who are truly successful is that they do not see failure as failure. They don't. They do not see failures as failures. In fact, failure is part of the process. Failure is something that you should expect, because behind failure is your biggest growth. And this is where the reframe comes from. When you're reframing failure, and it's no longer failure, you're not calling it failure, you're calling it a lesson, you're calling it a growth opportunity. It really, really helps you to reframe it and to turn it into something that helps you to keep going. Because if you think that business is going to be easy, like I did, if you think that you're not supposed to come across struggles and obstacles, and that you make a plan and the plan goes exactly according to plan, that you have an event and you expect 30 people and only 2 people show up. If you think that those things are not going to happen, then you are going to have a rude surprise, shock in the face when it does happen. And if you're not prepared for it, it's going to make you want to quit. And I'm here to tell you, you don't need to quit. You need to expect it, embrace it, and go through it, because you've got this. It is not easy. You've taken the hard road. You and I, in our own business, we have taken the hard road, the harder road. So when you know this and you have it in your head that it's not supposed to be easy, it makes things so much easier. And know that the same is true for your journey on LinkedIn. You're not magically gonna start really being visible on LinkedIn, and then within a week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever it is. I'm not gonna put a time period to it, because sometimes some people have. And the thing is, when we hear these success stories, I was on LinkedIn for 3 months, and I went from 0 to 30,000 people followers. Usually what they're not sharing is there's a backdrop behind it. There's something else, that they're not just brand new. There's something else behind it usually, and sometimes there's not something else behind it. They're just outliers, but we are not all outliers, as in the ones who leave the pack and they're just doing something completely different. We are not all outliers. There's 1 or 2 people who are outliers, but we are not all outliers. So when you hear these things, I want you to know that your journey on LinkedIn, your journey to generating business on LinkedIn is not going to be easy, but it's worth it. If you think that it's not going to be easy and it turns out to be easy, that's so much better than when you think it's going to be easy and it turns out hard. And then you're disappointed, you're kicking yourself, you're like ready to quit. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me, So yeah. So Sandy, I love that. Fail. First attempt in learning. That is awesome. That's a good one. There's another acronym for fail that a friend of mine used to use. It's gone up my head at the moment. But yeah, I love that. And yes, Undercover Billionaire is such a great show for mindset. Oh my God, it's such. I take notes. I'm trying to just watch it like leisure, but I'm there like, oh yeah, that is so good. Winners never quit. I think that's you. That my LinkedIn shows up as LinkedIn user on my screen, but I know that is you, Kerry. That's you, isn't it? Winners never quit. Absolutely, Agneta. Failure has always been the catapult to success. Yes, absolutely. It is. It does catapult you to success if you reframe it as a catapult to success. You're learning. Danny Johnson, I love Danny Johnson, Francie. She's one of the first women, millionaire, billionaire people that I read about. In fact, I saw her live when she came to my church many decades ago. But yeah, she is firecracker woman, awesome, awesome woman. But so that's the first reason. Oh my God, and the first reason. This is gonna have to be a part two. This is gonna have to be a part two for next week. But so that's number one. So if you're just tuning in, we are talking today about why you're struggling to generate business on LinkedIn. And reason number one is that you think it's gonna be easy. So it's not gonna be easy. Brace yourself for that. Reason number two why you're struggling to generate business on LinkedIn. Okay, so remember, these are not in order. These are just in the order that it came to my head. So, reason number two is that you are still buying into the old school mindset of sales. And I'm going to explain this in just a second. You're still buying into the old school mindset of sales and cold outreach. Now, what that looks like is you think, and I have people that come onto LinkedIn and they're like, okay, how many, like, okay, this is a sales bar. I've got to reach as many people as possible. I've got to, classic example, drop a yes in the comments if you've ever had a DM, a message from somebody offering you services that you never asked for, that you don't want. And in fact, you're like, who are you? Because I don't even know how you have my inbox access. Drop a yes in the comments if that's ever happened to you. Because I know, trust me, if you've been on LinkedIn any period of time, you would have had at least 1, 2, 3, 10 of those, right? And what that is that's people using the old school mindset of LinkedIn is just a directory of people that I'm just gonna hit and see who's gonna convert. If you're doing that, that's probably why you're struggling to generate business on LinkedIn, because you're still working. Yes, Francis says yes, Sandy, Ivy, yep. I know, we all get it, right? We all get it. It's one of the tragedies of LinkedIn, But if you are still doing that, you are working with that old school method and mindset of the cold outreach, where you're just reaching out to strangers. Now, what works better, and there was a time because again, when you're new in business, and at the time, even though I've kind of been in self-employed for well over like 13, 14 years now, it was always like a side hustle alongside my day job, but so I had to learn this business, this LinkedIn coaching business. I went full time on it. It just hasn't even been 2 years yet. January, kind of early next year, will be 2 years. But there's a lot of stuff that I learned quickly from coaches, working with business coaches that in the 12 plus years prior to that I was trying to do on my own, I did not learn, So it's like one of the things about this, if you're struggling to generate business on LinkedIn and you're using the old school method because you've learned that this is how you do it on LinkedIn. You've learned that, you've got to, sales is a numbers game. You've got to hit them hard, go through as many people as possible. You are missing the point of how LinkedIn works best, and LinkedIn works best as a when you do social selling, it's a relationship building platform where you're building relationships with the people in your network, where you're looking to serve the people in your network, your potential target audience. You're looking to serve them with your content. Whether or not they become your clients is not your goal. You're not thinking, I'm going to give them this so that they can do this in return. You were just showing up because remember, part of this process is you are building a personal brand. A personal brand where you are becoming the expert in your field. You are becoming the go-to person. You are being helpful. You're providing helpful, useful, informative, entertaining content, whatever it is, but to help your network. And in so doing, you're building relationships. When you use this method of social selling and you really come here with the view to build relationships and know that every single post is a conversation. That one I learned that from a coach. Listen, before I went full in on my LinkedIn coaching, I invested in a lot of coaches. I learned every LinkedIn masterclass session, workshop, coaching, training program that I can get my hands on. I did, and I totally recommend that you immerse yourself in whatever it is you're trying to get better at. Immerse yourself. But that's another point. But listen, one of the things that is I will pass on to you in this thing that is such a big game changer is that when you view your LinkedIn activities, you view your LinkedIn posts and view LinkedIn as a relationship building platform, what that will do is help you reframe the content that you put out. So you know that every content that you put out is your opportunity to start a conversation or continue a conversation with your network. So then that will help you really think about, I'm not just here to just dump and run. I'm not just going to dump my content and run out of it. How can I start conversations with my network? Because this is the beginning of relationships. All relationships start with a conversation. It starts with a hello. Lionel Richie, hello. You don't want me singing that. You did not want me singing anything. That is not one of my gifts. But hello is where it starts. It starts with a conversation. So that's the same thing that you have to get in your head about LinkedIn. And I needed to understand that. I used to, before I did this, I used to come on LinkedIn and I would post my stuff. Never ask questions of my audience, never invite them to a conversation. I would just post, see how many likes, reactions I get, or, all of that. And then I'll clear off until I was inspired again to come back and post. So I was dumping and running, dumping and running. And then I was wondering, why am I not getting any business out of LinkedIn? Why is no one wanting to, talk to me about my services? Because I wasn't building relationships. When I shifted, this subtle shift to start building relationships in my posts, in other people's posts, engaging with people, having DM conversations, just getting to know people. Now it's like, okay, through this, now people are like, okay, who are you, Mildred? What are you about? What do you have to offer? Yeah, that's it, Sandy. Start with a conversation, build relationships, serve, don't sell. That's it. When you serve, you can sell to people at the highest level, because selling is serving. And it is your duty to serve your audience. It is your duty to sell to them through serving them, because that's how you can take them to the next level. So, Stella, you are joining us super late, but guten Tag. Stella's in Germany. I don't know if I said that right, but guten Tag. Good to see you. And Peter, good to see you too. But listen, this absolutely has to be a part two, because I'm only like 2 points in. I'm only 2 points in of my 10 points, and my time is up. But as I said, I am going to be talking about this stuff and a whole lot more in a free masterclass that I am doing. I'm doing a free masterclass on Wednesday, the 10th of November. Wednesday, the 10th of November, free LinkedIn masterclass called Visible and Profitable, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So we're going all day. We're half day anyway, 4 hours. And I want you to be there. If you are a coach, if you have a service-based business, if you want to know how to use LinkedIn to attract clients for your business and serve people, in your business, if you want to know how to do this without having to spam people with cold outreach messages that don't work anymore, without an advertising budget, I have never, ever, ever, LinkedIn, don't listen. Don't listen, yeah, when I tell them this. I have never paid for advertising on LinkedIn. And also, Sales Navigator is great. It's LinkedIn Sales Navigator is great. 100% awesome tool. But I built my business without needing Sales Navigator or any of the premium offers that LinkedIn has. They have excellent premium offers, but you can do this with a basic free account, and that's what I'm going to teach you at my masterclass. Startbeinvisible.com/masterclass. Go there, grab your free ticket. There is an option to upgrade to VIP, so after the free session, you can have a whole hour with me. Do you know how much an hour of my time is worth? It's a lot. A whole hour with me, going through your questions, really helping you get clarity about your business and how you can move forward from there. And also, if you don't have a signed copy of my book, you will get that as well in the VIP upgrade and other bonuses. Okay, so go to startbeinvisible.com/masterclass if you want to attend this masterclass. And if you know anybody who is struggling to generate business on LinkedIn, guys, I love you, but I'm kind of talking to the ladies here. I'm kind of talking to the ladies, because those are my people. Those are people that I'm called to serve, right? The women who are struggling to be visible on LinkedIn and to generate business on here. If you know anyone like that, just say to them, hey, come with me to the masterclass. Startbeinvisible.com/Mildred's masterclass. It's all free. So I will see you there. And next Tuesday, because I'm here every Tuesday, you better be here with me next Tuesday, 1:30. Not 1:30, 1 o'clock GMT. Right now it's BST, but this weekend we're going to switch to Greenwich Mean Time in the UK. Why they do that switching, I don't know. Who cares? But 1 o'clock next Tuesday, I'm going to see you right here, and we're going to continue this series on why you're struggling to generate business on LinkedIn. So Hey, April is going to be at the masterclass. Woo woo. Tamika. Tamika is awesome at the selling, serving stuff. If you're not connected with her, go and look her up on LinkedIn. I'm going to love you and leave you guys. And I will see you at the masterclass. And I will also see you next Tuesday at this exact time because you're going to be here. You're going to be here next Tuesday. And I'm going to be here next Tuesday. So that's it. Take care. Have a great day. See you then.